Stop scrolling and check your spare change right now, because one tiny coin hiding in your pocket could secretly be worth a fortune. Most people ignore old pennies every single day, tossing them into jars, drawers, or spending them without a second thought. But collectors are now going crazy over one specific coin, the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. And some rare examples are selling for prices that sound completely unbelievable. So what makes this ordinary-looking penny so valuable? And why are experts suddenly calling it one of the biggest sleeper coins in the hobby today? In this video, I'm going to show you the hidden details, rare strike varieties, and mysterious errors that could turn a simple 1-cent coin into a life-changing discovery. Miss one tiny detail, and you could accidentally spend a coin worth thousands of dollars. Back in 1951, the Philadelphia Mint struck more than 284 million Lincoln Wheat Pennies. Since they were made in Philadelphia, these coins were produced without a mint mark. For decades, collectors considered them common and easy to find. But over time, something surprising happened. Most of these pennies were heavily used in circulation, damaged, cleaned, or lost forever. Today, truly high-grade examples are incredibly hard to find. And this is where things get exciting. While millions were made, only a tiny percentage survived with strong original color and sharp details. Collectors especially hunt for coins with blazing red luster, often called mint state red. If your 1951 penny still shines with its original bright copper color, you could already be holding something special. Recently, a stunning 1951 wheat penny graded MS-67 red shocked the coin world after selling for more than $10,000 at auction. And according to some experts, an even finer MS-68 example may exist somewhere out there. If one ever appears publicly, collectors believe it could push past the $50,000 mark. Now pay very close attention because this next detail is where the real treasure begins. There are whispers about rare double-die varieties from 1951 that many collectors completely overlook. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the word Liberty and the date carefully. If the letters appear slightly doubled, thicker than normal, or show a faint shadow effect, you may have discovered an extremely valuable error coin. These errors were created during the die-making process when the design was impressed more than once at slightly different angles. Some doubling on 1951 pennies is very subtle, which is exactly why valuable examples still go unnoticed today. Even lower-grade double-die coins can bring hundreds of dollars, while cleaner examples may reach several thousand. But the surprises do not stop there. In 1951, the Mint also created a limited number of proof pennies specially made for collectors. Only around 57,000 proof coins were struck that year. These pieces featured deep mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details. Over the decades, many proof sets were separated, and some of those coins accidentally entered circulation. So if you ever find a 1951 penny with an unusually reflective surface or glassy appearance, do not ignore it. You might actually be looking at a genuine proof coin hiding in everyday change. Even circulated proof examples can sell for hundreds of dollars because of their low survival numbers. You may be asking yourself, why is this coin exploding in popularity right now? The answer is simple. Investors and collectors are rushing toward rare tangible assets, and Lincoln Wheat Pennies remain one of the most affordable treasures still hiding in circulation. As more high-grade examples disappear into private collections, demand keeps climbing higher every year. Auction records for premium 1951 pennies continue to rise, and some experts believe values could increase dramatically over the next decade. That means the coin sitting unnoticed in an old jar today could become tomorrow's headline sale. If you think you found a valuable 1951 penny, here's what you should do immediately. Never clean the coin under any circumstances. Cleaning destroys original surfaces and can wipe out most of the value instantly. Instead, place the coin carefully into a soft holder or plastic flip. Then compare your coin with verified images from trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. If the details match, professional grading could reveal you are holding something extraordinary. So before you spend another penny, stop for a moment and check your change carefully. Because somewhere out there, An overlooked 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny is waiting to change someone's life forever. Specifically, keep your eyes open for a Lincoln Wheat Penny from the year 1955, but not just any ordinary penny. We are talking about the one with no mint mark beneath the date. If you happen to discover it, you could be holding one of the most legendary era coins in American history, a coin collectors are desperately chasing in auctions right now. Welcome back to USA Con Fortune Vault. Today, we are uncovering the mystery behind one of the most famous and valuable pennies ever created, the 1955 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny. On this channel, we search for hidden treasures worth serious money, but today's coin stands in a league of its own. This tiny copper cent has become a true icon among collectors, and if you find the right version, it could completely change your future. So what makes the 1955 penny so important? At first glance, it looks like nothing special. Just another old wheat penny sitting in a jar or forgotten drawer. But coin experts know that 1955 was a year filled with major minting mistakes at the United States Mint, and in the coin world, mistakes can be worth a fortune. Here's the interesting part. A penny with no mint mark means it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. Millions were produced that year, so naturally people ask, are all 1955 pennies valuable? The answer is no. Most are common. But one rare version has become one of the most wanted coins in all of numismatics. Stay with me all the way through this video because I'm going to explain exactly what details you need to look for, how to spot the rare version instantly, and why collectors are paying thousands of dollars for this tiny piece of copper. Miss one small detail, and you could accidentally spend a fortune without even realizing it. First, let's talk about the regular 1955 no mint mark wheat penny. In average circulated condition, these are usually worth only a little more than face value. Many collectors pay around 10 to 25 cents simply because they are old wheat cents made from copper. But that's not the coin everyone is hunting for. The real superstar is the legendary 1955 double-die obverse penny. This is one of the most famous mint errors ever produced in the United States. During production at the Philadelphia Mint, the die used to strike the front of the coin was accidentally impressed twice at slightly different angles. The result was dramatic doubling on the date and the words, Liberty, and In God We Trust. And this isn't tiny doubling you need a microscope to see. On a genuine 1955 double die, the doubling is incredibly bold and visible even without magnification. The lettering almost appears to have shadows or duplicate images. Once you see a real one, you never forget it. Experts believe only around 20,000 to 24,000 of these era coins escaped into circulation before the mistake was discovered. Instead of destroying millions of pennies already mixed together, the mint released them anyway. That means some of these rare treasures could still be hiding in old piggy banks, coin rolls, family collections, or dusty jars sitting in someone's attic right now. But this is where many people become confused. There's another coin often called the poor man's double die. Later in 1955, worn dies created a blurry effect on some pennies, especially around the final number and the date. Many beginners mistake these for the valuable double die version. While they are interesting collectibles, most are worth only a few dollars. The authentic double die is completely different. The doubling is strong, bold, and impossible to ignore. That's why collectors are willing to spend huge amounts of money for genuine examples. Now let's talk about value. A real 1955 double die in lightly circulated condition can sell for around $1,500 to $3,000. Coins with strong original red color and minimal wear can jump into the $10,000 to $20,000 range. And high-grade certified examples graded by professional companies like PCGS or NGC have crossed auction prices above $50,000. Many of you watching probably have jars of old wheat pennies passed down from grandparents or relatives. Believe it or not, that's exactly where these treasures are often discovered. Decades ago, people saved old coins without realizing they could someday become valuable collectibles. And there's something else you should watch for. Even if your coin is not the famous double die, certain striking errors from 1955 can still carry impressive value. Sometimes grease or debris interfered with the minting process, causing parts of the design to disappear. If you notice missing letters, weak details, or unusual blank areas while the rest of the coin remains sharp, you may have what collectors call a struck-through error. Depending on the severity, these can bring anywhere from $50 to several $100s. Now here's an important warning. Because the 1955 double die is so famous, counterfeit versions are everywhere. Some scammers alter ordinary 1955 pennies to imitate doubling. A genuine double die has doubling built directly into the design itself. Fake versions often look scratched, uneven, or artificially carved into the surface. That's why professional grading is so important. If you truly think you found one, sending it to services like PCGS or NGC can confirm authenticity and dramatically increase buyer confidence. You may wonder if finding one today is even possible. Surprisingly, yes. Collectors still discover these coins in old collections and wheat penny lots all the time. One collector reportedly bought a small bag of wheat pennies for only a few dollars and uncovered a real double die worth thousands. Stories like that are exactly why coin hunting remains so exciting. Before we finish, here's one final pro tip. Don't just inspect the front of the coin. Turn it over and study the reverse carefully. Look closely at the wheat stalks and lettering. If you notice raised lines running across the back, those may be die cracks, another type of mint error that collectors love. Some 1955 pennies with dramatic die cracks can sell for additional premiums. So here's your mission. Search every 1955 penny you can find. Check for the missing mint mark. Examine the date and lettering carefully for strong doubling. And if you believe you've discovered something rare, never clean the coin. Cleaning can instantly destroy collector value. Place it safely in a holder and keep it protected. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare wheat penny in your change or family collection? Which Lincoln cent is your favorite to hunt for? Drop your answer in the comments section. Today, we are uncovering one of the most overlooked treasures in American coin history, the 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. Most people see it as just another old penny. But what if I told you that one tiny detail could turn this simple coin into a collector's dream worth thousands of dollars? Before you scroll away, go check your coin jar, your old drawers, or that dusty piggy bank sitting in the corner. Because hidden among ordinary pennies could be a rare 1957 wheat cent that collectors are desperately searching for right now. Welcome back to USA Coin Fortune. If you love hidden coin treasures and real stories about valuable pocket change, make sure you subscribe because today's coin hunt could completely surprise you. Now let's break down why the 1957 no mint mark penny has become such a hot topic in the coin collecting world. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 and remained one of America's most iconic coin designs until the wheat ears were replaced in 1959. That makes 1957 one of the final years of the legendary Wheat Penny series, and collectors pay close attention to these last year examples. More than 282 million of these pennies were struck in Philadelphia, and that's exactly why many people ignore them. Since there is no mint mark under the date, it means the coin came from the Philadelphia Mint. Usually, huge mintages mean low value. But hidden among those millions are rare error coins and exceptional examples that can command serious money. During the late 1950s, minting equipment was heavily worn from constant use. Dies were cracking, clogging, and deteriorating, leading to unusual varieties escaping into circulation. These small mint mistakes are what makes certain 1957 pennies incredibly valuable today. The very first thing you should check is the famous BI error. Take a close look at the word Liberty on the front of the coin. Between the letters B and I, you may notice a tiny raised line that looks like an extra letter I. This happened because of a die crack during production. It may seem small, but collectors love these strange varieties. Next comes the doubling. Most collectors talk about the legendary 1955 double die penny, but very few people realize that some 1957 pennies also show noticeable doubling on the numbers and lettering. Use a magnifying glass or your phone camera zoom and inspect the date carefully. Look for extra thickness, shadows, or doubled edges around the numbers in 1957 and around the letters in Liberty. If your coin shows strong doubling and still has sharp detail, you could be holding something extremely collectible. But the real game changer is condition. Most 1957 pennies spent decades moving through circulation. They bought groceries, newspapers, candy, and gasoline before ending up scratched, faded, and dark brown. Finding one today with bright original red color is incredibly difficult. Collectors call these red examples, and they are worth far more than ordinary brown coins. If a 1957 no-mint mark penny grades MS67 red or higher through professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, the value can jump into the thousands of dollars because registry collectors compete aggressively for the finest known examples. Here's how to know if your coin deserves attention. Check Lincoln's cheek and jawline for wear. Look at the wheat lines on the reverse side. Sharp details and glowing copper color are excellent signs. If the coin still looks fresh and clean with very few marks, you may have a premium piece. And remember this carefully. Never clean your coin. A lot of people destroy valuable coins by polishing them or washing them with chemicals. The moment you clean a rare penny, collectors lose interest because original surfaces are everything in the coin world. Even wiping it with a cloth can lower the value dramatically. Another interesting variety to watch for is the grease strike error. Sometimes grease filled parts of the die during production, causing letters in Liberty or In God We Trust to appear weak or partially missing. These errors are unique and highly collectible because no two look exactly alike. Now here comes one of the rarest possibilities of all. In 1957, the U.S. Mint also produced proof coins for collectors using specially polished dies. Occasionally, one of these proof pennies accidentally entered circulation. If you find a 1957 penny with mirror-like fields and extremely sharp details, you could be looking at a proof coin that somehow escaped into everyday use decades ago. Finding one in circulation today would be an unbelievable discovery. So what should you do next? Separate your shiny red coins from the dark brown ones immediately. Place promising examples into protective holders. Use magnification to inspect the date, Liberty, and overall surfaces for unusual details or doubling. Right now, the market for wheat pennies is stronger than ever. As fewer people use physical cash, these old copper coins are becoming historical collectibles with growing demand from investors and collectors alike. The 1957 no-mint mark penny remains one of the best hidden opportunities because many people still overlook it completely. That means valuable examples are still waiting to be found inside old collections, coin rolls, and forgotten jars all across America. Before this video ends, here's your challenge. Visit your local bank and pick up a box of pennies. Spend one evening searching through them carefully. The hunt itself is exciting, and you never know when an ordinary-looking penny could turn into an incredible payday. When you find a 1957 wheat penny, don't just toss it aside. Examine the color. Study the details. Look for errors. Because hidden inside those tiny copper coins could be a piece of history worth far more than 1 cent. The treasure hunt never ends, and the next valuable coin could already be sitting in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment below with the oldest wheat penny you've ever discovered. Was it a 1957? Or did you find something even rarer? Let's see who has the best hidden treasure story.